This is Nicholas Kristof in South Sudan. Nyajok Garang is one of nearly 5 million people who cannot feed themselves here. We helped her into a government vehicle. She hadn't eaten in 3 days, so she walked dozens of miles from her village to the nearest city, Awil, hoping to find food or work. But she didn't make it. She's never been hungry before, she says, but with her husband off at war and a drought that stunted her harvest, she was so desperate that she fled, leaving her 2 children with neighbors. Will the neighbor feed them? The city's hospital offers images that President Obama won't see on his forthcoming trip to Africa. South Sudan will be high on his agenda, though, because the U.S. helped establish this country, and now it's collapsing in war, economic misery, and hunger. Its leaders have badly mismanaged the country, and their civil war caused this looming famine. Staple food prices have doubled. The next harvest is several months away. Memories of the horrific 1988 famine here are on everyone's mind. Does this remind you of 1988 a little bit?
Yes, it's going to be like that actually.
Dr. Dut Piot Eckhardt spent his career treating illness. Now his ward is overrun with casualties of war. Is this the worst you've seen it here?
Yes. I have never seen such cases like this actually. And the coming months, even the mortality will increase actually.
Does it have her hemoglobin level?
Just 3.
Wow, she's almost dead. I mean, if 30-year-old farmer Abuk Aju Bol survives, Dr. Dut will release her. But he predicts she'll be back because the government isn't able to address the starvation crisis.
Abuk?
Starvation isn't a medical issue, so all he can do when they're discharged is give them petty cash from his own pocket.
We cannot solve this kind of problem actually. Is it always you can just come and put your hand to your pocket? It is very difficult actually.
It's common to see malnourished kids in such places. That every bit of energy goes into keeping their organs alive. They don't cry, they don't laugh, they don't do anything. But I'm always particularly alarmed when I see adults wasting away. That means famine is approaching. And if you're wondering where are the men, well, the culture dictates they get first dibs on food. In rural areas, the crisis isn't much better. We took a series of helicopters to reach these internal refugees. They're among the 1.5 million displaced South Sudanese, lucky enough to have escaped massacres with reports of rapes and castrations. They've settled near swampland because it's one of the only places without fighting. It's also without much food, unless you count roots of water lilies, which keep them alive. UN agencies like the World Food Program reach them with temporary outposts that end in airdrops. $1,100 bags that will last several months. Sure, food drops are life-saving. But what's really needed, above all, is a major international effort to bring peace. I hope President Obama will push for that during his Africa trip. When you see starving people, your impulse is to think that they just need food. But South Sudanese can feed themselves if there is peace.